here at the bottom of the stairs of what they call the Hamilton Mountain at the entrance to the Bruce Trail. So who I'd like to talk to right now is anyone out there who's going through a lot of challenges right now and just struggling of how to face these challenges. So this is for you. Well, it's for me too, but it's for you. So what I'm going to do is climb these stairs. Now, this was something impromptu, something that I was inspired on the 10-minute walk here. So I didn't plan on doing this. So I actually am not prepared. I've got heavy jeans, I've got the wrong shoes, I've got no water, I've been walking in the sun for 10 minutes. So this is a challenge. These are metal stairs that go up the mountain, and so I'm going to do it and stop occasionally, and we'll talk about facing challenges. So let's go, see what we learn. Well, as with many challenges when leading up to it, on the 10-minute walk here, certain thoughts started to come in my head, like not having proper gear, already being tired, being cooked already in the sun, no water, no supplies, and so we do this. And the more we do this, I feel the harder we make it. There's an old Nicaraguan saying, when somebody's really getting overly agitated or upset over something everybody else sees as being small and doable, they call that drowning on a drop of water. So I bring that up because a lot of times before we face a challenge, we build it into this big thing. So that's what I did, and I quickly got rid of those thoughts, marched up to the stairs, and I started breezing up the stairs. And then I started to think, well, this is easy. Well, as with many challenges, sometimes things show up we didn't intend. So it felt easy at first, but now I'm realizing, getting out of breath, just how steep this is. Let's keep going. Quite often, as we go on our path, we're going to come across people that appear to be in our way, or we might have a clash with, or it could be a lot of different scenarios, but either way they're going a different direction. And I bring this up because there are people about to pass me coming up, and so I think the best thing to do in these situations is gracefully step aside, smile, and wish them well. So I did just that. And up they went, carrying their bikes, different direction, wish them well. So in our challenges, I think that's the best thing we can do sometimes. Sometimes it can be frustrating when we're not going the same direction as other people. As I said, sometimes we can tell ourselves a story they're even in our way. But the best thing, the only thing I think we can really do is just stop, pause, try to be present as best we can, let go of stories and judgments, step aside, smile and let them pass, and then continue on our way. So that being said, let's continue on our way. A lot of times I'm determined to overcome or rise above challenges or learn from them. It's best to just stop sometimes and just, as I said before again, at least try to find some presence, try to quiet the mind. Look around and see what's around you. See what little jewels the universe, as requested by you, has put forth in your path to give you an experience, to teach you something. All right, let's keep going. Here we are. Top of the mountain, Ma! So I'm nice and rested. Contemplated my challenge. Celebrated in completing it. I think that's important. I'll try to speak up because there's a lot of cars going by. So I did learn some things. Practically, I learned that the stairs takes me to Garth Street, which I know can take me to a lot of places I'd like to check out in Hamilton, and I haven't before. So there you go. I learned that. More importantly, I think I learned something about challenges by engaging in this symbolic climb. I think I've learned a few things. Learned that we can't always take people on the path that we're going, even though we might want to. Sometimes we just gotta gracefully let them pass. That instead of seeing challenges as huge mountains that are impossible and building up a story that makes it so much worse, instead we can choose to skip and whistle, as it were, metaphorically or literally, skip and whistle up the mountain. I saw a documentary recently about the first guy that was believed to have gone to the top of Mount Everest, but there was no proof. It was back, I think it was in the 18 or 1900s. And so recently, in the last few years, a hiker went up and discovered the body, and they're still not sure if he made it to the very top or made it close. But as the documentary went through this guy's life and his journals that he wrote during the climb and all the other details of the time period and what this guy was experiencing, it was quite fascinating. And not to pass judgment or anything, but just trying to make sense of what this experience was for him. I did notice that in his journals constantly, he kept talking about the mountain being a monster, and he had to defeat it, and he had to conquer it. And it was this very confrontational relationship this man had with Mount Everest. And so many challenges got in the way and pushed him and his team to the very, brink of sanity, really. even losing many of the workers they hired, losing meaning they died, still he wrote passionate letters about not giving up, missing his family, and beating this mountain. And so ultimately it was a broken leg that killed him. And he was found. They believe he might have made it to the top, but it's not sure. But he made it close. So again, I'm not trying to pass judgment on the guy. He did an amazing thing. He lived life on his own terms. My only thoughts, as I said, are just related to challenges, and that is, it makes me wonder, when we do that, when we see challenges and see them as monsters, if that's really what we attract in the end. And if we see it differently, how easy it might be to face these challenges and what we might find. So, that's my thoughts on challenges. That was for you and for me. And now I'm just going to enjoy the hopefully much easier walk back down the stairs.